birth anniversary of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and this will be the concluding program of 5 days of APJ Calcutta Literary Festival. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of independent India, to the Indian Constituent Assembly in the Parliament on the eve of India's independence towards midnight on 14th August 1947. On behalf of the National Library, I would like to present this a small memento to the Governor.
Has India kept her tryst with destiny? As you are aware, Tryst with Destiny was a speech delivered by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of independent India, to the Indian Constituent Assembly on the eve of India's independence towards midnight of 14th August 1947. It focuses on the aspects that transcend India's history. It is considered to be one of the greatest speeches of all time and a landmark oration that captures the essence of the triumphant culmination of the largely non-violent Indian independence struggle against the British Empire in India.
I will like to draw your attention to them first, because they shadow all our efforts and constitute a backdrop to India's achievement and what we make of the speech called Tryst with Destiny. I do agree with Governor Tiwari that we have perhaps fulfilled at least substantial ways, in substantial ways.
There is an implicit reference in Nehru's speech to the Purna Swaraj resolution of 1929-1930. He talked about how long years ago we had made a tryst with destiny and we had made a pledge, and the time had come now to redeem that pledge.
One particular aspect of both the Tryst with Destiny speech and the subsequent sort of course of independent India, which is India's place in the world, really. And that, in some ways, was a very important part of the conception, not just of Jawaharlal Nehru, but of much of the nationalist movement, particularly since the mid-1920s. And in the case of people like Rabindranath Tagore, much earlier as well, which was that the Indian nationalist movement was not seen as a sort of an autonomous process which is playing out to its own logic, but was related to wider currents of global affairs.
The first time I felt India wouldn't meet the tryst with destiny is Bollywood has collapsed. We have no myths for the current generation of India. Bollywood can't capture our friendly Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. This new aspirational India doesn't exist in Bollywood because we have no contradictions, we have no stories, we have no myths about this new Indian.